Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Denki Kaminari from My Hero Academia. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to a Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay. Denki? I don't know how to say it. I watched it, I forgot, and I'm just gonna keep drawing. So, you know, that's okay. If I don't get it right, that's alright. I'm okay with being wrong. You know it. You know the right way to say it, so we're good. We are super good. Okay, so I gotta get the pose down first, and that's what I always try to tell you kids is make sure you got your pose down the way you want it, and then you can elaborate, you know, add the detail. But you got to make sure it's in the right place, because I don't want to fall off the screen, and I want to make sure I give you guys and gals the right details for what we're doing. Okay, that looks about right. So I think I can start adding some details now. So, you know, his cool jacket, stuff like that, you know, and because it's got that special little zip in it, right? Okay, and yeah, and that's all. I always just try to stress, you know, make sure you get all your details in, and then we can add. I'm sorry, make sure you get the pose in, and then we can add the details. And there's not much to his pants, right? I mean, he's just regular old pants. So I just got to throw in some detail real fast, and then we can get going with the rest. Like his little arm thing, his little arm shooter. Okay, looks good there. Let me draw some details into his jacket. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I got his hand kind of in an action pose here. Something a little different than what we normally do. And that's okay, that's good. It's good to try different stuff, you know? Alright, so there, I've got him kind of doing something like this. You know, just to have a different pose. Okay, so let's see, this arm we're going to stick out. So that means his shoulder would be up here. Like that. So I'm going to raise his shoulder up. And also, I'm trying to take into account movement, you know, like if his arm is raised, his shoulder is a little raised. So I've got to position that right. And that's also why I say don't draw based on action figures. Because, I mean, you can to, like, you know, see what goes where and that kind of stuff, but the one thing it doesn't show you is the way muscles lay over your movement. Like, you raise your arm in an action figure and the shoulder doesn't lift. And that doesn't look right. So as long as you know that and don't draw it that way, go for it, you know. But unfortunately, a lot of times people just draw exactly what they see, and you end up drawing the, you know, the stick figure arm based on your toy. So I just say don't do it. You know, it's just the easiest thing. Just learn to draw on your own. Learn to practice as best you can. Okay. So speaking of, I'm going to have the thumb kind of foreshortened here, so it's going to look a little odd, but that's okay. So yeah, so I'm drawing the hands a little different today. You know, adding a little bit of style and flair on their own. So yeah, this is going to be kind of cool. A different look. And it might look a little odd to you because we're drawing something you normally don't draw and normally don't take into account whenever you position something. So it might look a little odd, but that's okay. We got to get used to it. We got to get used to drawing different stuff and not the same stuff every single time, you know? Okay, so let's draw this little arm toy here. Something like that. That's going to go around. And the front one. Something like that. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Okay, so let me add some detail into his face. Let's figure out what I would do exactly for a realistic looking face. And you know, with his features, with his glasses and whatnot. Let's see. Okay, that might work. That might work. And obviously I'm going to add the color of his glasses with color. God, man, I just don't have my words today. But you know what? I never have my words. I'm very famous for telling you guys, I don't have my words. I'm not an artist. I mean, I'm not I'm not a speaker. I'm an artist. So I'm not very good with words. Okay. Not bad, not bad. And that's the other trick, is trying to figure out how to make it look realistic because of the way I draw and the way I want it to be, but still keep those qualities in his look. And there you go. I think I got it. I think I got it. That'll still give me the style and look that I want. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let me erase some of these sketch lines. I threw a lot of sketch lines down trying to get it right. So let me erase what we got here. And I just want to leave a faint ghost of an image to draw over, because I don't want the pencil standing out. I want the Sharpie standing out. And if you're working with pencil, you just start drawing darker. But me, I want the Sharpie to stand out. So I'm just going to erase the sketch lines, and the more confident lines that I drew darker with, those are going to stay. And those will guide me on this Sharpie adventure. Okay. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. I say we welcome everybody that skipped to this portion and get going. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. It can find the things that a fine point can't quite find. So, it's supposed to make more noise whenever I throw all that off. So I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the faint sketch lines and left just a ghost of the darker lines to guide me in where we're going to go. So I'm going to start off with a Sharpie pen because I can control the line widths much better, and I'm going to do the smaller details of the face. Okay, so I'm going to draw his eyelids first just to see if I've got them in the right spot. That looks good. That looks good. Perfect. So I'm going to draw the retinas, the color part. The retinas, tell I'm from Texas. And then some pupils. I'm just going to dab it in just a little bit because these Sharpies will bleed at this size. And I just want to add just a little bit of the edge just to design that. Okay. So for the bottom of the eye, I'm just going to come in just a little bit to imply that it goes in, but I'm not going to draw it because it's just going to be a big thick marker that's going to bleed right there. And color will take care of that. So that's all I'm going to do there. And like I said, let color take care of the rest. So I'm going to draw his glasses and his nose and all that very subtly. So let's see, the glasses I'm going to do like a line up like this. Let's see, another one's going to come up like that. And that'll also kind of hide his eyebrows. But I'm also going to stop right about there because his hair is going to take over too, and I don't want to draw through the hair. I want the glasses to be under the hair. So for the bottom of the glasses, we're just going to come in, go up, down, go across. The same thing, I'm going to stop there. Let's see if we can do the piping for the bottom of the glasses. There we go, like that. And there we go. That's all I'm going to do for the eyes. Because hair is going to take over, and then you'll see what happens with color. Let's see if we can add just a little bit of a brow, though. How about something like that? A little bit of a tough guy, angry brow. Okay, a little bit of features, basically. So for the nose, I'm just going to come in here, add just a little bit of the features, and accent it like that. But that's all I'm going to do. Because, like I said, with these Sharpies, it's going to bleed at that detail, so we're going to keep it small. So for the mouth, I'm going to keep it kind of small and quiet, down like that. And I'm going to do some of the hair, and that'll let me draw the rest of the face, because I need to know where it stops, okay? So we're going to draw some spikes over. You know how he's got the hair kind of flipping over. Whippy hair is what we call it. And then there's the side of his head. So I can start to do some of these locks, and this will also let me guide myself into the edge of the hair. So see, I can go into the face a little bit, but I need to know where it stops. So there, I'm going to do the glasses all the way to the edge. I'm not going to draw the edge of the face. I'm just going to let color take care of that. So this just is a guide to help me with the edges of the hair. Okay, so that being said, I know I can draw the jaw down here because I know where my stop point is right there. And I'm going to start to thicken up some of these edges because once I start with this Sharpie, it's going to get super thick. So I'm kind of preparing and allowing for what's about to happen. So again, just drawing some of the locks that make up his very dynamic mane. And let's do the other side too. So there we go. It'll kind of guide us. and give me a little bit of room to play. And also let me draw the rest of his hair just kind of, you know, out there and being all, you know, cuckoo crazy. All right, and what else? What else? Oops. How about we do a couple like that, just to keep it nuts, you know? He's got that wild, outlandish hair. So we'll just kind of, whoops, just kind of play around with that. Okay, so I should probably stop before I go crazy and start drawing all kinds of lines, because I want to, but I don't need to. Like, we've defined it. We've done great. I always say that and then start drawing more. I always say, okay, I'm not going to do any more, and then I start drawing more. What is wrong with me? You know what's wrong with me? I'm an artist. I'm a creator, and we like to create. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm stopping. I'm going to draw his jawline down to his chin, and there we go. So I think that's all I need for his head, and I can start to add detail to his neck and the rest of his body. Let me add the little necklace thing he's got, right? Make sure. Let's see. We'll draw the little choker part. It depends on which character or which version you're looking at. You know, that's the problem. Is they all have so many different looks and feels to them. But again, it depends on where you're looking, right? Okay, so, oh, look what I missed. Look what I missed. Remember I told you that we're gonna stop there because I want to see where the hair touches? I gotta finish that up. I gotta connect it. All right. Wow. Okay, I'm just so excited to draw the rest. Just so excited to be here. Okay, so let's draw his jacket. Okay, so see how thick this is? That's what I was talking about. I wanted to kind of match what's about to happen here. And I'm going to bring it down here to do that cool little cut into it. Like that. And I've got it kind of flying up, so I'm going to bring it back up here into his arm. Then there's the collar, so I got to bring that down here. And there's his arm. Now the color, obviously I'm going to do with color. So I'm not going to worry too much about everything else, the lightning bolt, all that stuff. I'm just going to kind of do a few little lines just to show that it's creased. And it's material, it's a cloth. And we'll go ahead and give him the neck up like that. Okay? Alright, let's go ahead and do this arm since we're over here. I'm going to just bring it down. And it's just, you know, a sleeve. So nothing crazy over here. Gonna bend it up. I'm gonna have that little open cut. All right, and so his wrist is gonna be about right there. Gonna come down. Let me add some detail while I'm here. Ooh, this Sharpie's dying. It's time to retire it. Okay, and that's all. I'm just gonna, you know, show that there's some bends in the material from the stress. So this hand, we're going a little crazy on the hands. We're doing a little different stuff. This hand is gonna be kind of like this. So these fingers are bent down. These are gonna be up and out. So I'm gonna draw the back of the hand like this. I'm gonna draw that pinky in like that. I'm gonna add some detail, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with this finger. This one's up. Sorry, I got a piece of paper here to keep my hand from smudging everything, and I tend to like point it right into what I'm doing, so I gotta be careful. Maybe I should switch to a glove or something. Okay, and so this one is over here like this. And the thumb is out. So there you go. See, a little bit different, and because I planned it, it was easy to do, and the payoff is great. It came out awesome. Go ahead and add a little bit of extra lines there for the bends. Okay, and connect anything I forgot to connect. Looking good. A little long there, but that's okay. We're playing with dynamic images right now, okay? So let's work on the other side. So let's do, again, this collar. It's coming out like that. Into the side of his jacket. Again, it's kind of flared out in a, thrown out in a dynamic pose. So we're just going to do this. Under the shoulder. Same thing. I'm just going to add some creases and folds to where the sleeve is. Okay, again, that's a little long. It came out super long with my sketches. I got too excited with what I was doing here. But I'm going to make it work. Okay, and again, just take advantage of the bends that we can do in the jacket to kind of hide some of the length that we accidentally put in there. Maybe yours came out great. I'm sure it did. But I'm just noticing little flaws on mine that I'm okay with. But in case you were wondering, like, why did you draw it so long? Because I did it wrong. That's why. But I'm okay with that. I'm fine. Sometimes we get a little crazy. We have a little fun. Okay, sometimes we mix too much powder into the Kool-Aid is what I'm trying to say. So you just got to drink it and keep going. Okay, so I'm going to draw his little piece right here. So his wrist is going to be here. There's the other end of it. So I'm going to draw his jacket sleeve in there. And I've got it at an odd angle, so you just have to bear with me with the shape of it. So it's going to come up. This is going to go out like this. It's going to go out that way. And here's what I'm going to do. Because I've got it at such an odd angle, I'm just going to accent it with the small Sharpie like this. And I should probably draw the hand before I draw the other part, because the hand is probably going to be in front of it just a little bit. So there's the underside, like that. Okay, so it's kind of, we're looking at it from like an under view like that. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and draw this hand. This hand, I'm pretty much just going to do like that. Just kind of out there, bent and almost like this, but in this position, So let's do it like that. So this hand, I'm going to draw the back of the hand, the front finger, the index finger. Wow, I couldn't think of it. In like this. I'm going to draw the middle finger a little bit higher, out like that. Now, the other fingers are bent in, so let's do the thumb. Let's do it kind of like it's down, almost like it's holding, but it's not the other fingers. So, well, kind of like this, but they're kind of like that. Okay, so it's not holding, but it's just down. Okay, so that puts stress on this part of your hand. So it's bent down in there like that. So that's coming down, and then your knuckles back there. So that's where this finger's coming in, and bend it down, and then the pinky is kind of like that. So that means the back of the hand is right about there. So it's a little bent, a little stressed. So let's draw some edges here to kind of show where the edges are. Okay, and there you go. So something like that. So it's a little exaggerated, a little different. But again, you got something different. We're not doing the same thing all the time. A little experiment in creativity. All right, so let's draw the edge of this. The front like that. It's going to disappear back there. We'll just say the other part is up at an angle just enough that you can see it like that. That shows both sides, okay? It's not quite, but we're just kind of getting a little creative. Here's the inside of that one. Again, the underside, kind of like that. All right? All right. Okay, so now we're going to draw the rest of them. And basically, we're just drawing pants and clothes in cloth material. Okay? So I'm going to draw down to his belt. I'll draw some creases in his shirt in a second. I'll draw some creases in those shirt in a second. I told you I can't speak. I'm not a speaker. I'm a drawer. Okay, I'm going to draw little boxes here. Like that. And then we're going to draw the belt up into that little pattern. Whoops. Should have been more of a point. My hand slipped. Okay. And let me draw a few little details in here just to kind of, make it work. Like that. And we'll do a couple lines like this. Again, just to, give it some finesse, some detail, some skills. All right. There you go. We're just going to crease that shirt a little bit. All right. So now we're just drawing pants. That's all we're really doing because the detail is in the color, right? So I'm just going to bend his leg like this, down to the knee. Bend the material for the pants going across his leg. We'll go ahead and just draw the other side. We'll come back up. Again, just kind of planning for the bends in his pants. And I'm following my sketch. So, I'm not just drawing a line. I'm drawing where I planned. There we go. And let's see. Let's go ahead and draw the boots, and then we're going to come back and add the detail to the pants. Okay? Pretty simple. Nothing too crazy, right? Because the boots are just boots. Okay. Now I'm going to add some creases and folds to his pants because they're being stretched out from being stretched out, basically. Wow, it's time to retire this Sharpie. It is dying. Okay, and that's pretty much it. We're just going to add... Oops, God, I'm going crazy in here. I'm excited that it's done, that I can get to color it now. So now I'm just kind of throwing my lines everywhere. I need to stop that. I need to focus, chew my food, and do everything correctly. Alright. Okay, and there's not much we can do for shoes because they're pretty much just boots, like I said. So we'll just do something like that, just a little bit of style. Okay, so there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Denki Kaminari from My Hero Academia. Okay, and last thing I see, I just made one little mistake I got to fix real fast. The back of his jacket. So I'm just going to come back in here. Say that's going around, and we're going to do that. And that should be it. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Denki Kaminari from My Hero Academia. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.